obviously it's my first time standing as a candidate in an election, so my background had been for 10 years working with some of our ministers in Strabane, including Martin McGuinness, Chris Hazard, Michelle Gildernew and Michelle O'Neill in 4 different departments. So that gave me a lot of experience in the project delivery and working at a whole range of levels, and I hope to bring that experience and the learning that I had to the rural constituency and try and ensure that the delivery from Derry and Strabane Council happens in that area.
Brexit?
Well, Brexit's been the bane of my life the last 2 years. I've been working with Martina Anderson in the European Parliament specifically on Brexit. It's our position from the outset was that we wanted special status for the North. We were the only ones that put that proposition on the table. That through the work in the European Parliament and the work in Dublin, that then became the Irish government's position, and latterly then the EU also adopted that position. And the proposals that we put at the outset are now at the core of the current withdrawal agreement that the British government will be obliged to sign up to if they want to see a deal. So our position clearly is that we would like to see a deal, that a no deal that will be disastrous for Ireland as a whole, and particularly here in the northwest. So we'll see what happens in the next few days, but people need to be conscious that there is an escape hatch out of this mess that is Brexit, that is written in the Good Friday Agreement, which is lodged at the United Nations, and that is our entitlement here in the north to a referendum on Irish unity. And if the Tories are determined to crash us out of Europe against our will, then that poll needs to be put in place. And that's how we will see this, in my view, pan out in the next number of months and years. Well, as I mentioned earlier, I have a lot of experience, 7 years experience in the Department of Agriculture and Rural Affairs, and that gave me a great insight into the issues that rural people would like to see in their areas. I'm determined to bring that. I've obviously been working and canvassing in the areas that I've been primarily focused on, which is Claudy and Eglinton and around Maydown and other areas across the rural constituency and Ardmore. And clearly there are particular issues in each of those areas that people want to see delivered, whether it's the huge traffic congestion in Claudy Main Street, increased youth facilities for young people. Obviously people in Eglinton want to see the flood risks dealt with that they had experienced in recent years. So there's a raft of areas that I, as a newly elected councillor, would want to get to grips with and ensure that the track record of delivery that I've had in my previous roles is brought to bear in the rural areas too. Well, clearly, as you know, we've been saying in both our literature and our is this period in the North's politics is clearly around equality, the need to have equality. What's contained in the Good Friday Agreement needs to be delivered. We can't proceed in any shape or form with a political institutions here in the North if equality is not at their core. That also brings with it rights. People's rights need to be brought forward. There's groups in our society that still are being denied their rights, and that has to end. And obviously, as I mentioned earlier, Irish unity is now where the momentum of the entire process has taken us, and we want to see that as a key focus of us in the years ahead.